What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Today we got a little bit of a different type of video, a little bit of a special event. We got the Stock Holiday call-in hotline. Talking about cryptocurrency, talking about whatever coins it is that you want to talk about. I really want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what type of perspectives that you guys have, what strategies you guys are doing right now. So we are going to get into it after you have a little bit of an intro, talk about some of the ranges that we're seeing right now. I'm definitely going to talk about Bitcoin and some of the things that we're seeing right now. Mr. Tanker, Philadelphia is in the house. What's going on, my guy? Shouts out to my boy, Mr. Tanker. So we're going to get this thing rocking. We're going to get this thing rolling and talk about some of the things that we're seeing in cryptocurrency, some of the things that we're seeing in Bitcoin. We know today, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin had a great performance. We did see Bitcoin almost hit $80,000. That was excellent. So definitely had an exciting day in cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, we still have a long ways to go, but we understand that this is a process. Nobody's going to rush the process. The process is what it is. So let's see who we got. Let's click this in cryptocurrency. Nevertheless, we still have a long ways to go. We're going to see how this thing goes. We understand that this something new that we trying out. A process. I'm gonna drop the link. Nobody's gonna want to call in. Whoever want to chat is, we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna see. Let's see who we got. Where these conversations take us in cryptocurrency. So let me go ahead and. Nevertheless, we still have get some of these things lined up. 1 2 1 2. Okay. So what y'all got going on? Which coins that y'all are looking at? Which coins were exciting? We already talked about Rave, R-A-V-E. We saw that coin got destroyed. Peter Morton, what is going on, my guy? Shouts out to my man, Peter Morton in the house. Saw another coin, Chip. Is it Chip? I think it was launched on COINBASE and it was on Robinhood as well. That coin was kicking butt today, and it was kicking butt yesterday, and it's still kicking butt today. Market cap is very low. We're going to talk about that coin as well, because there are always a lot of coins that we can start looking at right now while the market is low, while the market is beat down. In my opinion, probably some of the best periods and times to be taking a look at some of these coins. Okay, let's click that. What else we got? Click this. What would that give us? All right, go back here. So we're going to take a look at some of those coins. I got some skin in the game in that chip. Was it Chip? Let's see what's the name of that coin. Chip, C-H-I-P. I got some skin in the game in that coin yesterday. Let me know how the audio sound. If y'all can hear me, let me know how the audio sound. If it sounds good, put a 1 in the chat or a thumbs up, something like that. Because this is something new that we are going to try and see how this thing works and play out. Oklahoma, Crypto Rico, what's going on, boy? Crypto Rico is in the house. Always good to see my folks in the house. RSR, okay, RSR still doing its thing. Haven't heard nobody talk about RSR in a while. Let me know, is the audio good? Let me know if the audio is cool. Okay, how come I can't? Let's see. Join the live chat. Do. Okay, thumbs up. Say the audio is solid. So we're gonna take a look at some of those coins in particular. God dog it. RSR, everybody has been talking about that RSR coin. Where's one? Doggone it. You know, Bitcoin had a nice pump today, almost hit $80,000. People were getting very excited. A lot of money was made today. This is the month of April. People are kind of excited. The market is starting to head in the upward direction, which is what we have been waiting on. Ethereum, waiting on Ethereum to make a move. Will Ethereum make a move soon? Is what a lot of folks are anticipating. All right, let's see. We got this here. Let's see. Paste that there. So that's the link. I just dropped the link. If anybody want to tap in, and we could chop it up, have a little bit of a conversation. We're gonna test it out, see how this thing work. New technology. So we're gonna check it out and see exactly what is going on. Okay, mic check, mic check. Got that rolling. One, two, 1, 2. You know, Bitcoin. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what's going on. Take a look at Bitcoin and see some of the moves. Bitcoin, $77,993. Excellent move. Shocked a lot of people, caught a lot of people off guard, caught a lot of people by surprise. We're very close to $78,000 right now. We're $8 away. $9. Look, there we go. $77,999 for Bitcoin. Very bullish. $78,000 right now. Very nice pump by Bitcoin. Take a look at what we did today. Bitcoin did almost top 80,000. We got to $79,300, which was an excellent move. What is to come for the rest of the month of April? April 22nd, we got about 8 more days for the month of April. A lot of people saying sell in May, go away type stuff. But what should we be looking for and expecting for the month of April, going into the month of May? Are you going to sell in May and go away? Or are you going to see if this thing continue to run? Are we going to continue to ride this roller coaster up is what a lot of people are asking. Take a look at Bitcoin and see some of the moves. Bitcoin, 77,000. Organic Productions, what's going on, brother? Excellent move. Shocked a lot of people, caught a lot of people off guard, caught a lot of people by surprise. We're very close to $78,000 right now. We're $8 away. Shouts out to Organic Productions. Good to see you hanging out with us. Trying to get my audio right, man. Make sure we're rocking and rolling. Or maybe the thing is connected to the. Okay. Got the link down there, man. If y'all want to call in, hit the link, tap in, let's chop it up. Let me know some of the plays that you guys are running. Let me know some of the stories you guys have in your cryptocurrency experience. How long you been in the cryptocurrency market? Hit me, holla at me. Let's chop it up. This is the cryptocurrency hotline. So we are here to talk and discuss about the cryptocurrency journey. He say cent 6-7. Appreciate you, my boy. Hunter Cortez, what's going on with you, my man? $79,000 was the top, going back down to bear market lows. Hey, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that the market is going to go back down, but hey, what if? What if that doggone market continued to explode? It continued to run up. Look at the stock market. Do you think the stock market is going to crash? You think the stock market is going to go down and crash? The stock market didn't crash with the war that we have going on. So you think it's going to crash? What is the next Black Swan event? We've been having so many Black Swan events. Are the Black Swan events over? Is it time to really see the cryptocurrency market explode? Mr. David, what's going on with you, boy? You say Polywug on Phantom Wallet. Phantom is a buy. LMAO is a coin. There's so many coins out there, man. I was looking on Moonshot. It's like it's always a coin that's doing great multipliers. George, what's going on, my brother? Welcome to the cryptocurrency call-in hotline. Hit that link. Dial that number, call in, man. Let's chop it up. Yeah, things are looking good today, brother. You ain't lying about that. Things are looking good for sure. Bitcoin, $77,000, $78,000. But we just waiting on them damn altcoins to really wake up. Waiting on them altcoins to wake up. You take a look at these doggone crypto bubbles. We're in a little bit of a red zone right now, but got coins like Chip. There's always going to be one or two coins that is going to explode. These coins are coming out of nowhere. RAVE, we know that one did great multipliers, but it was a rug pull. They ran it up, pulled the money from up under its exit liquidity once again. But those who sold before the rug was pulled made out like a fat rat. I talked to one fella. He said he made $12,000 in this RAVE coin. Then you got coins like Chip. This thing was launched on COINBASE. COINBASE picked it up. Robinhood picked it up. That thing been running over the past couple of days, and the market cap is still low. Let's take a look at this coin. The market cap is still low. You talking about the number 215th largest cryptocurrency coin in the world? Look at this. 2 days ago, we were at 3 cents. Welcome to cryptocurrency. 2 days ago, we were at 3 cents. Where we at today? 12 cents. Look at there. Awesome move. Love to see sideways action. Actually, this coin is a brand new coin, right? This is a brand new coin. This thing came out 6 days ago. Came out 3 cents 6 days ago. Just traded sideways. Then that thing popped from 6 cents on the 20th, 2 days ago. Boom, it went up to 4 cents, 5 cents. 21st, yesterday, went up to 6 cents. Had another pop. Came back down, trading sideways, and the rest is history. Now we're at 12 cents. Market cap still low, $242 million. Total supply, 10 billion. Circulating supply, 2 billion. So, still got a lot of coins out there that's not in circulation. You take a look at some of the markets you can buy it at. COINBASE, it was launched on COINBASE. Binance, it's on Robinhood. Where do you think this coin is going to go? What do you think a coin like this is going to go with so much visibility? You got users from Robinhood who can buy this. You got users from COINBASE who can buy this. Users from Binance who can buy this. So that's why I got skin in the game in what? Wait a minute, USD. Now say okay, USD AI. As a matter of fact, I was just reading about this coin. Let me go here. I wonder why my audio is kind of weird. My audio weird. Yeah, I was reading about this coin earlier. Very interesting coin. Very interesting coin. Let's see, where is it at? Chip. Brand new coin. That's why I say I like to find the coins that are brand new. Who we got rocking and rolling with us tonight? Hunter Cortez says, my theory is once the new SEC chair gets into his position in May, I believe the market will go back down, sell in May, and go away. Hey, it's possible for sure. But if everybody is thinking selling May and go away. Who else? We got T-Beck 4429. What's going on? He say everyone should look into Borrow coin. Get in now while it's super low at 6 zeros. Brother David say MAD million airdrop on Phantom is a buy. 365-day challenge. Hold and get a million in stable coin from shouts out to the 916. Shouts out to the 916. I'll be out there Saturday. I'll be in South Sac over there in the Fruit Ridge area. Hanging out. Doing what I do. But this coin, Chip, USD, AI, we know AI is running and ruling the world right now. It says Chip is the governance token for USD AI, a decentralized leading protocol focused on financing artificial intelligence infrastructure. The token represents the governing unit of the ecosystem, which utilizes a multi-token model to facilitate GPU-backed loans and liquidity. Brand new coin, man. If this coin really explodes, a lot of people will look back on this. Okay, so the market cap was $67 million. Now the market cap today, $239 million. He said he made $1,500 profit from Borrow in March. Is it Barachain or Borrow? I know Barachain. I don't never think I've heard of Borrow. And then the market cap just continued to run up to where it is now, $239 million market cap, all the way from $60 million market cap. So that's what's going on there. He said Borrow. I know Barachain, but I don't know about Borrow. He said he went to Hiram Johnson. Class of 1996, South Sac. Yeah, I used to have a few people from Hiram Johnson High School work for me at the restaurant I had out there in Sacramento. Used to have a restaurant out there in Sac. Oh, Capybara. No, it can't be this one. Can't be that one. I don't know which bar. Ooh, all of these bars look pretty suspect. Is it this one? This is ugly. Hopefully it's not this one. Anyways, Capybara, man. Look at this. This is a pump and dump. This is straight pump and dump. Look at that, man. Nowhere in the world. Market cap unverified. He said the top one. Yeah. Definitely high risk. So high risk, high reward possibly. But you take a look at the fear and greed index. The fear and greed index is at 60. We're talking about we are finally in greed. It's been a long time since we've seen greed in cryptocurrency. We were in fear for such a long time. So for us to be in greed, it's a little different. It's a little odd for us to be in greed. We've kind of become accustomed and used to being in fear. Hit the bear market, and all we saw was fear. It was doom and gloom, so forth and so on. But now we in greed, catching a lot of people by surprise. A lot of people are saying, "Hey, man, I'm not used to being in greed. What is this? Why are we in greed?" A lot of people want to go back to fear. What are they looking for? What are you expecting when you're expecting the market to get back to fear? What is it that you want to see? You want to see the market go back down to $60,000? And if so, why? You want to see the market go back to $45,000? And if so, why? What are you expecting? Why are you thinking the market is going to go back down to those lows? You see how many large institutions are buying up Bitcoin? Not just Michael Saylor, but we talking about the Charles Schwabs. Kathy Woods is back on deck. I mean, people are loading the boat. ETFs, these guys are buying these things on a daily basis. People were buying Bitcoin at $115,000. Do you think they will not buy at $78,000? Do you think $78,000 is still not an awesome deal? People are taking advantage of Bitcoin at these prices. It's just us retail investors that really don't quite understand the opportunities that are right here before us. Taking a look at some of these coins, I'm talking about these coins are beat down, but it is hard. Yeah, BlackRock is loading the boat. But it is hard for us to look at XRP at $1.41, and it is hard for us to say, wow, this is an awesome deal. Hard for us to look at old man Ether and say $2,300 is a deal. But once things start to escalate, you talking about $3,500 Ethereum, we'll look back and say, damn, we could have got it for $1,900. Could have got it for $2,200. Solana, $85. Come on now. Dogecoin just been idling. Still at number 9 though. Still at number 9. Not even at 10 cents. $14 billion market cap. XRP flip Binance. $85 billion market cap for BNB. Now XRP is $87 billion market cap. XRP is still about 4 times away from Ethereum. Will XRP flip Ethereum? Is a real narrative, is a real thing. T-Beck say hopefully the Clarity Act gets signed before June. We will pump. Man, you take a look at the market right now, even before the Clarity Act. Look at what Bitcoin is doing. Look at what Bitcoin is doing before I'm talking about 1 month. This is the 1 month chart right here. Look at that. Look how pretty that 1 month chart is. And so many people are expecting doom and gloom. Looking at the charts is telling you one thing, but your emotions may tell you something else. I'm trusting the charts. I'm trusting the cycle. He said the fear and greed index sentiment improves. Bitcoin targets $83,000 is what this fella says. The crypto market is waking up. Bitcoin has climbed to $78,015. Fueled about 3 weeks of consistent ETF inflows and easing geopolitical tensions following the U.S.-Iran ceasefire extension. And that's right. And that is exactly right. So if the Clarity Act do get placed on the table, if the Clarity Act does pass and catch us all off guard, nobody's expecting it, you talking about the market exploding? You talking about the market exploding? It might explode, it might not. It might explode and it might not. So I'm gonna drop that link one more time. See if anybody want to tap in. See if anybody want to chop it up real quick. While I still got a little bit of time, I kind of want to hear what you guys got going on, all that good stuff. See what y'all want to talk about. There we go. There we go. He said a new Fed chair is pro-crypto. Another pump could be when Powell leaves the same way Trump. Ooh, I didn't think about that. That's definitely a good. See what y'all want to talk angle about. And something to think about. There we go. There we go. That's the link right there, man. If y'all want to tap in. Fed chair is pro-crypto. Another pump could be when Powell leaves the same way. If y'all want to tap in, hit the link. Yeah, but he said the new Fed chair is pro-crypto. Another pump could be when Powell leaves. The same way when Trump got into office, the market pumped. When Jerome Powell leaves and the new Fed chair get in, the market could pump. The market could pump off that. So that right there is pretty interesting. Okay, let me see. Let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look. One. About to get the call in hotline popping. I think I gotta dial in first.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios Postpaid Call Screener Line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Let me get it popping.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface. Audio recording live.
Think we
Think
live,
we
man.
live, man. So
if anybody
if
want to
anybody want to call in,
hit that line.
hit that line.
Think we are
connected.
Gonna see what
Gonna
this
see what this thing do.
Let me know about
Let me
your
know
journey,
about your journey, some of the things you've been
in
through in cryptocurrency.
How long you been
How
in
long you been in cryptocurrency? Are you a veteran? Are you a newbie?
Which
Which
cryptocurrency
exchanges
that you're using?
that you're using? All that
Hit
good
that
stuff. Hit
hotline,
that
man.
hotline, man. Let's chop it up.
Let's chop it
Let's
up.
chop it up, man.
$77,763.
77,763.
Been hearing about
Been hearing about
asteroid.
asteroid.
Let's see what that
Let's see
coin
what
got
that coin
going
got
on.
going on.
Mm, that's another
That's
one.
another one.
Another coin
Another
that
coin
had
that had
an amazing
an
pump.
amazing pump.
April
April
16th.
16th.
Take a look at this
Take a look
coin.
at this coin.
We're talking about
We're
three
talking about
zeros
3
and
zeros
four.
and 4.
Asteroid,
Asteroid,
Sheba,
Sheba.
7 zeros
7 zeros
and
and
49.
49.
Now
Now
we
we
had
had
3
3
zeros
zeros
and
and
4.
4.
A few days
A
ago,
few
we
days
were
ago,
at
we were at
4 zeros.
4 zeros.
You just never know
You
when
just
to get
never
in
know
these
when to
coins.
get
You
in these
never know
coins. You
which
never
one
know
of these
which one
coins
of
are
these coins are
going
going to
to explode. But you're
explode.
talking
But you're
about
talking about going from
$16
$16 million
market cap
just 1
week ago.
week ago.
Now we're at
Now we're at
$174 million
$174 million market cap, even though
this market
this
cap
market
is
cap
not
is
verified.
not verified. So
high risk,
high risk, high
type
reward
play.
type play.
Number
Number
3,718.
3,718.
Largest coin.
Largest
You probably
coin.
got to
You
buy
probably
this
got to
coin
buy
on
this coin on some type of
decentralized
decentralized
exchange.
exchange. Let's see.
Let's go back.
Go back.
What we have. Uniswap.
Uniswap.
So it's not on
So
any
it's not on any of the large
platforms
platforms like COINBASE or
Binance.
Binance.
But these are
But these are some of the top coins.
It says
It
top
says
200.
top 200. I don't know why that coin is in there.
But
But
a lot of red
coins.
Jasmine
coin down 2%. I don't know if anybody is still buying
Jasmine coin.
Jasmine coin.
Pendle's down
4%. That is
one of my favorite
one of my favorite plays.
ZBet
Network
is up.
Is up.
I still got skin in the game in
ZBet Network.
Eric Robinson
was going on, but he said, what about based one?
Oh, the asteroid
on base. That's one on base.
ZBet
Network over the past month is up 23%.
Market is doing well. The month of April is holding its own.
We've been
bearish for
so long. We've been seeing the market dip and slide
month after
month, and now we're
finally getting
a little bit of relief.
Is this just
a temporary relief rally, and then
we go back
to
selling
go away type stuff.
Make your money
in April.
Don't get too
comfortable.
When May come, will you be selling? ZBet
Network Mobile's
super
app release
is expected for early May. Per Simon, the CEO of ZBet Network. Over the past year, this coin is not super beat down like a lot of coins. Believe it or not. Some coins are really beat down. ZBet Network is not beat down like a lot of the other coins. Over the past year, this coin is still up almost 300%. We know we hit that top May 2025. 0.006, now we're 0.003. We're not too far off from that top 2025. So we're talking about all-time highs could be approaching again. 0.003 almost, 0.006, and there we are making a new all-time high. T-Beck, you right about that, brother. Time in the market. Dollar cost averaging. And having time in the market instead of trying to time the market. When should I get in? Should I buy now? Is the market going to go lower? People trying to
People trying to
time the market.
time the market.
Not me. I
Not
learned
me.
my
I learned
lesson.
my lesson.
I'd rather have
I'd rather
time
have
in the
time
market.
in the market.
Yeah, but ZBet
Yeah, but
Network, I
ZBet
think is
Network,
going to
I
be a
think, is
great
going to be a
coin. You
great
take a look
coin.
at
You
the
take a
market
look at the
cap,
market cap,
just below
just
$300
below
million
$300 million
market cap.
market cap.
We talking about
You're
at
talking about
least
at
a
least
minimum
a
of a
minimum of a
3x
3x
for ZBet
for
Network.
ZBet Network.
Get to a $1
Get to a
billion
$1 billion
market cap.
market
That's a
cap. That's a
3x.
3x.
Fully
Fully
diluted.
diluted.
All of the
All of
coins
the
are
coins
on the
are
shelf,
on the shelf,
are out there
are
in
out there in
circulation.
circulation.
Solana-based
Solana-based
coin.
coin.
We're expecting
We're
Solana
expecting
to do
Solana to
well.
do well.
Expecting
Expecting
Ethereum to do
Ethereum to
well
do well
as
as
the market
the
recover
market
and
recover and
rebound.
rebound.
As we pull
As
out
we
of
pull
this
out of this
bearish
zone
and start to see
and
these
start to
coins
see these
recover.
coins recover.
Take a look at the
Take a look at the
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
dominance.
dominance.
Bitcoin dominance
Bitcoin dominance
is
is
60%. That's
60%.
very
That's
strong
very
dominance.
strong dominance.
Ethereum dominance, 10.9%.
10.9%.
But it's only a
But
matter
it's
of
only a
time
matter
before
of
the
time before
Bitcoin
the
dominance
Bitcoin dominance starts to
dip.
dip.
The bank's
The
push
banks
to
push
slow
to
Genius
slow
Act
Genius Act
stablecoin
stablecoin
rulemaking.
rulemaking.
Only a matter of
Only a
time
matter
before
of
we
time before we
see
see
the
the
Bitcoin dominance start to slide. Altcoin dominance will
Altcoin dominance
start
will
to
start
increase
to
just a little
increase
bit.
just a little bit.
And that is what
And that is
everybody
what
is
everybody
wanting
is wanting
and waiting
and
on.
waiting on.
I remember
I
last
remember
cycle we
last
saw
cycle we saw
Bitcoin
Bitcoin dominance
holding very strong.
strong.
A lot of
A
people
lot of people
very
very
impatient.
impatient.
And then
And
after a
then
while,
after a while,
it started to
it
happen.
started to happen.
After a
After a
while, it
while,
started
it
to happen.
started to happen.
Just a
Just
patience
a
thing,
patience
man.
thing, man.
It is just
It
a
is just a
patience thing.
patience
It
thing.
is
It is
how patient
how
can you
patient
be?
can
How
you
much
be? How much
time do you
time do
have?
you have?
Levon Lawrence,
LeVon
what's going
Lawrence,
on
what's
with you, my
going on with
boy?
you, my boy?
Good evening to
Good
you.
evening to you.
I dropped that
I
link in
dropped
there,
that
man.
link
Hit
in
that
there, man.
link.
Hit that link.
Trying to get somebody
Trying
to
to get
call
somebody to
in.
call
We
in.
got the
We
crypto
got the crypto
hotline, man.
hotline, man.
Get somebody to
Get
tap
somebody to
in.
tap in.
Talk about their
Talk about their
experience with
experience with
cryptocurrency.
cryptocurrency.
All that good
All
stuff.
that good
But
stuff.
we got a lot
But
of
we got a
red
lot of
going on
red
right
going
now.
on
That's
right
just
now.
to
That's
that.
just to that.
Let's see what's been
Let's
going
see
on
what's
the
been
past
going on
week.
the past week.
And
The
the
past
past
week
month
and
is
past
probably
month is
very
probably
green.
very green.
Past week
Past
look a
week
little
look
better.
a little better.
Got Pendle up
Got Pendle up
14%.
14%.
SPK
SPK Spark
is up
is up
132%.
132%.
So it's always
So
going
it's
to be a
always
couple
going
of
to be a couple of
coins
coins
that stand
that
out.
stand out.
Especially right now with
Especially
the
right now with the
Bitcoin
Bitcoin dominance being
so strong
so
at
strong at
60%.
60%.
Altcoins
Haven't really been exploding.
XPA, I've
XPA,
seen this on
seen this on
Robinhood.
Robinhood.
XPL.
XPL.
Oh, you got to
Oh,
slide that.
got a slight echo.
There we go.
There we go.
Uh-oh. All right, we should be good now. There we go. Appreciate that, man. All right, so taking a look at Plasma. Plasma sitting at 9 cents, 10 cent, market cap $179 million. Over the past week, this thing is beat down. Was at 15 cent, 14 cent, now we're at 10 cent. Talking about over just the past week. Over the past month, looked like it did have a nice good pump. Now it's just correcting, coming down. Beginning of April, Levon Lawrence said, I'm watching your live while on my way to urgent care. Keep me in prayers, man. Prayers up to my man, Levon Lawrence, man. Hope everything works out well with you or your family member, whatever you guys have going on. Excuse me. Definitely keeping you in prayer, my brother. 2007 Killer Gaming say Luna Classic is going to surprise a lot of people as possible. There's always a coin that surprises a lot of folks. So Plasma was just at 8 cents beginning of the month. Had a super spike, went up to 15, 16 cents, came back down, and went back up to 14, 15 cents, and we're back at 10 cents. So these are some of the characteristics that I like to really pay attention to. I like to pay attention to the way these things are pumping and the way they're dumping. Over the past year, talking about September 2025, this coin hit $1.62. I don't know if the market cap was verified, but let's check. Yep. The market cap was $2.93 billion market cap. Damn, is this something similar to Rave? Well, okay, it's 10 billion coins in supply. Only 2 billion are in circulation, so it's a tokenomics issue for sure. Almost $3 billion market cap. Now we're at not even $200 million market cap. I know it's recently, and this thing is on COINBASE, and it's on Binance, and it's on Robinhood. We talking about the exposure. A lot of visibility on a coin like Plasma. Currently, it's number 141. When the altcoins start to explode, as the Bitcoin dominance start to decrease, altcoins are going to start to run and explode. Which coins are people going to be buying? They're going to be buying the coins that are on Binance, the coins that are on COINBASE, and the coins that are on Robinhood. Those are three of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, three of the largest platforms for retail investors. We talking about a coin that's 10 cents. Probably going to be one of the first coins people flock to. This thing is beat down over the past week. Definitely beat down. Over the past year, definitely beat down. So when is the best time to buy any coin? I like to buy these coins when they're just like this, when they're beat down to the max. When they're beat down to the max, everybody is calling it out. Everybody's saying it's going to continue to slide down. I like to get these things early before they start to explode. Killer Gaming said, I need Bitcoin to hit $200,000. I need to buy a condo, apartment, sick of paying rent. Well, that's why we're in cryptocurrency, to accomplish things of the sort. We're in cryptocurrency to get out of paying rent so we can buy a condo, something like that. We're in cryptocurrency to eliminate all this doggone debt that we've accumulated over the years. So people have different strategies, people have different reasons, and people have different whys. What is your why? Hit that link up there. Call in, tap in, man. Let's chop it up. Let's see what's going on. Trying to see how this call-in studio hotline work. Look at that rave. This thing was caught everybody. Look at that. Look at that A1 pump and dump. That's a A1 pump and dump. I'm talking about April 7th. It lasted all the way till it dumped April 18th. So you had 11 days. Get in, take profits, get out. If you see something go parabolic like that, you better run. Get your butt up out of there. Talking about 26 cents. all the way to $22. Talking about 100x. Better get up out of there. 100x in 2 weeks. You better get up out of there. Say, bro, what's going on with you, my man? Welcome to the Wednesday night live. Welcome to the Wednesday night live, my brother. Got that link up there. Hit that link, man. Tap in. Let's chop it up. Hit the call-in hotline. Trying to see what it do. Hit that call-in hotline, man. I'm trying to see what it do. Get some real estate this year. Yeah, that's important. Cost of living is so high. Get you a piece of real estate, lock it in, be good to go. He said just 10 years ago, crypto market was at single-digit billions. Now we're at single-digit trillions. Just imagine where we will be next Bitcoin halving, April 2028. You're right. And you're absolutely right about that. Next Bitcoin halving, 2028, who knows where we will be. You talking about cryptocurrency, you talking about Bitcoin. Market cap for Bitcoin right now is $1.5 trillion market cap. Market cap for gold is about $34 trillion. Cryptocurrency has a long ways to go. Overall cryptocurrency market cap, 2.59 trillion. Like he said, single digit trillions. I was expecting the total cryptocurrency market cap to get to about $8 trillion. In 2025, it did not. It did eclipse above 3 trillion. What did it get to? It got to 4.28. Market cap did get to 4.28 trillion for the global cryptocurrency market cap in October 2025. Half of where I thought it would be. I thought it would at least get to $8 trillion market cap. But like you said, we still got the next Bitcoin halving at 2028. Who knows what these next 18 to 24 months could consist of. But the important thing is making sure you lay your foundation. Is your foundation laid? Are you still goofing around? Are you still listening to folks saying the market's going to go back to $30,000? Or are you working hard right now, laying foundation? Buying these things while they're beat down. Let me get my foundation right now. Let me get these things while they're dirt cheap, while they're beat down, while they're at their all-time lows or near their all-time lows. We know we're in bear market range. We're in bear market area, maybe coming out of the bear market. Still got opportunities and chances to take advantage of these extremely low prices and discounts, because we all know what altcoins can do. We all know what altcoins have done in the past. We know when those things really start to scale up, I mean, they really start to shoot and pump really fast. Even Ethereum and Solana and XRP and Bitcoin, when these things really start to pump, when they really start to explode, ain't no stopping. Have you with a lot of regrets saying, damn, I wish I would have bought more of this. I wish I would have bought more of that. XRP $1.41. People will be looking back and saying, what? XRP was $1.41? He said, dang, coach, I wish I would have known about Rave. It just depends. It only lasted for 10 days. It only lasted for 10 days. So if you'd have got in when it was running up, if you'd have been chasing the top, rug pull came, you'd been pissed off. So maybe you was lucky that you didn't know about it. Or if you'd have got in early, that thing did 100x, and you didn't take no profits, and you lost. Man, that's like putting $200 in there, and that $200 turned to $20,000, and you didn't take no profits. Good Lord, that's tough. But that's cryptocurrency. That's cryptocurrency, man. Fear and greed index is at 59. It's teetering back and forth between neutral and greed. I think greed starts at 60. Neutral ends at 59. And right now the fear and greed index is at 59. Bitcoin dominance is at 60%. He said when Bitcoin crosses $200,000, a lot of excitement in the market will happen. 200K is realistic and quickest high we'll get to in 2 years. I don't expect $1 million Bitcoin for at least another 5 years. Even the $200,000 Bitcoin, I mean, we hit 126 October 2025, and that was the so-called bull market. So I don't think we're going to hit $200,000 too soon. Maybe 2028. The year of the Bitcoin halving, just like we exploded the year of the Bitcoin halving in 2024. So 2028, we could see some great things, and especially 2029, the year after the Bitcoin halving, I believe we'll definitely see $200,000 Bitcoin. So kind of saying that and kind of knowing that, we're looking at a $78,000 Bitcoin. What do you think these large institutions are doing? Why do you think that they are so bullish right now? Why do you think that they're so greedy? Like Warren Buffett been saying for years, when there's so much fear in the market, that's when you should be most greedy. That's when you should be most aggressive. But what do? What have we been doing as retail investors? Why do the rich continue to get rich and we continue to stay where we are? Got to change some things up. Got to try some different things. So that's what we're doing right now, really paying attention, keeping our ears to the market, paying attention to the altcoins, watching these coins, waiting for opportunities for us to attack. Don't want to be too aggressive, but at the same time, this is where dollar cost average in to the various plays becomes so important. Lord Black Video, what's going on, my guy? He said my first Bitcoin was at $232. Golly, boy, you the GOAT. Echo. Why I got an echo? Let me turn that thing off. There we go. Echo should be resolved now, man. I had to cut that thing off. How that audio sound now, my brother? Yeah, but if you got into Bitcoin at $232, goodness, you talking about multipliers, man. $232, sold at $12,500. Thought you was a genius. Appreciate you for letting me know about the audio. Man, you was a doggone genius. $200 to $2,000 is a 10x. You ran that thing That's, what is that, 10, 20. Shit, you did about a, what you do, you did a 60X. You did a doggone 50, 60X in Bitcoin, bro. People do 50Xs in altcoins. You did a 60X in Bitcoin. You the GOAT. Thought it was going to replace MasterCard, Visa. Still can. I mean, quiet as kept, blockchain, cryptocurrency is still early. They just trying to tweak it, trying to fine tune it, get the Clarity Act and some other things. If we can get some great security, get some things to stop some of the coins like Rave, pumping and dumping, taking a lot of liquidity out of the market. If we can get and resolve those type issues, still early. Cryptocurrency is still early. So you're an OG. You've been in it since $232. You let me know what you think the top of the next Bitcoin halving, the top of the next Bitcoin bull market will be. Because shit, $232. That means you was in it in 2015, bro. Look at that. 2015, that's $226. Damn. And then the top of Bitcoin came $19,000, $20,000, 2017, 2018. Then it came back down 2020, 2018. And then 2020, the COVID dip. $5,000 Bitcoin, but damn. Yeah, we still early, man. Yeah, the banks, the banks don't want to see Bitcoin succeed. The bank don't want to see stable coins get in the way. Why would you want any competition in your industry? That's like McDonald's. McDonald's don't want to see a Burger King across the street. Coca-Cola don't want to see Pepsi across the street. The bank's been having these politicians and these large institutions in their hands for years. So it's going to be hard for the banks to give up their positions. They don't want to do that. They do not want to do that. Yeah, but we're still early. Still early. Getting Bitcoin at $77,000 is still early. Especially they're talking about Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million. $77,000 is early. He said futures are crashing. Is the region starring? Ocean View Coffee Shop, what's going on, my guy? Ban ZB, what's going on? Ban ZBL. Let's take a look. Futures down. NASDAQ futures down 193. Not bad. Because we've been pumping pretty hard over the past week or so. Market been pumping pretty good. So the futures down just a little bit. Nothing to worry about. Nothing goes up in a straight line. That's what we do know. So we did hit $79,000 today. Even if you go back and take a look at April 16th, $73,000. Boom, we went all the way up $78,000 April 17th. And what did we do? Went back down to $73,000 2 days later, April 19th. Then what did we do today? From $73,000 all the way to $79,000. So there's going to be a lot of bouncing around. You're going to see the market go down 73, 74, and then you're going to see it make another high, 78, 79, what we hit today. From that 79, we might go down to 74, and then we might bounce back up to 81. This is what we have been seeing the market do. He said, I watch YouTube videos watching crypto millionaires buying supercars with Solana and Bitcoin. XRP can be next on transaction payments. Yeah, I think XRP, I think it's a lot of great things in store for XRP. XRP has been around for a while. XRP is the only cryptocurrency altcoin that has ever scaled above Bitcoin, ever had a larger market cap than Bitcoin. I think a lot of people really underestimate the power that XRP have, especially with the relationships that it have with the banks. XRP sitting at $1.41 today. It's gonna be something a lot of people look back at, say, "Damn, $1.41." Just like when XRP was 50 cents, XRP shot up to $3. People was looking at that 50 cents like, "Damn, how come I wasn't buying XRP?" So you say big news, the Fed chair nominee Kevin Warsh officially affirmed that digital assets are now a crucial part of the United States financial system. Great news. It is always good to hear some positivity from the leaders. He said with 50 million Americans holding Bitcoin, crypto adoption is outpacing traditional hobbies. Warsh's own portfolio exposure suggests he truly gets it, signaling a potential major shift in Fed policy. That is huge. Donald Trump put this guy in position for a reason. While political debate heats up, the momentum for institutional integration is unstoppable. The future of finance is here. Like we just mentioned, we're still new. We are still early investors, early adopters. Even though the young man say he's been in cryptocurrency, been buying Bitcoin since 2015. He's buying Bitcoin at $232. He sold at he sold at $1,250. I thought he said he sold at $12,000. So he sold at $1,200. So he did a 6x. Oh, I thought he sold at $12,000. I said, boy, you did a 50x on Bitcoin. He said, I wish I could call in, but I'm at work. Say, bro, you got to get that money, man. Got to get that dinero. Got to get that dinero. Haven't had nobody courageous enough to call in, man. Next time we'll get somebody willing to tap in. Down 93%. Jasmine coin up on the week. Let's see what the month is looking like. Pretty decent month. Even Rave is up for the month. That's how low Rave was. This is one of my favorite coins, Compound. Compound, Pendle. What the heck is H? Humanity? Never heard of Humanity. So many new coins out there. This coin had got down to 9 cents, 10 cents yesterday. Now it's at 13, almost 14 cents. This coin, brand new coin. Been around for almost a year, to about July 2025. 9 cents, 3 cents. 2025 October, it did pop to about 40 cents. $351 million market cap. This is the number. It's almost in the top 100. I've never heard of Humanity Protocol. Where are these coins coming from? Binance Alpha, Crypto.com. A lot of new coins I've never heard of. But it's performing well. Luna Classic, the young man did mention it. Floki Inu. Onyx Coin down 10%. Will XCM recover? EGLD. Do that coin still exist, man? Do that coin still exist? Over the past year, let's see what it's looking like. Oof. Look at Asteroid. Golly. Whoo. That's how you get rich. That's how you get rich for entertainment purposes. Anything I say here is not financial advice. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. Look at the folks who was able to buy in and get returns like this. One a lifetime, hitting a lottery type issues. See, we still down low. A lot of these coins are still beat down. Still got a chance to buy these coins while they are very low. This coin's down 91%. Sonic, previously FTM. All right, Story IP, wow, down 86%. Jasmine coin down 61%. Fart coin. Decentraland Mana down 70%. Helium Network, Dog with Hat. These coins are beat. Onyx coin down 74%. Injective. Still got chances and opportunities out there. Markets are still low. Bitcoin's still low. Bitcoin's at $77,000. That's still low for Bitcoin. And people are still hesitating and waiting. It's not going to take long for these coins to start to bounce, for these coins to start to pop. And before you know it, opportunity can pass you by. The ship and the boat can pass you by if you are not careful. So definitely going to be interesting to watch and see how these plays continue to move. Going to be interesting to watch how these markets continue to propel. Hit the like button if this is your first time rocking with your boy Stock Holiday. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay tapped in whenever we do the call-in hotline, the cryptocurrency call-in hotline with your boy Stock Holiday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you continuing to support the Stock Holiday channel. Over the past year, we are still beat down even in Bitcoin. We just looked at altcoins, looked at the altcoin bubble. Altcoins are beat down. Look at that, still red over the past year. Over the past week, doing a lot better. Zoom out, get a great and better perspective. Still beat down. Chances are still out there. Opportunities are still out there for altcoins. We took a look at Bitcoin over the past year. Even Bitcoin is still down and out. So if Bitcoin is still beat down, what do you think the altcoins are positioned and having to deal with right now? $77,000 Bitcoin is a still discount for Bitcoin. He said the Bitcoin bear markets keep shrinking. Santa Momoa 117.76. What's going on, brother? He said the Bitcoin bear market keeps shrinking. 2011, the bear market, we lost 91% on Bitcoin. 2014 bear market, Bitcoin dropped 85%, continuing to shrink. 2018 bear market, we lost 83%. 2020 bear market, 61%. 2022, 76%. And now we're down 50%. $126,000 to $60,000 Bitcoin. You're talking about 51%. ETFs, institutional flows, institutional money is flowing in. Deeper liquidity, changing the drawdown profile. Volatility is compressing as the market matures. As the market gets a little bit more comfortable with and blends in with traditional market, the volatility starts to compress. Not as volatile as it once was. Not as wild as it once was. A lot more confidence is being placed in cryptocurrency. That's called maturity. So where will Bitcoin be at the end of this year? Look at how fast time is going by. We're almost at the end of April. We're almost at May. Time goes by so quick. Soon and very soon, we'll be at 2027. We'll be saying Happy New Year. Time goes by very quick. But you got to make the right decision. You have to make the right decisions at the right time. You want to have skin in the game. You want to be prepared and be ready for the markets to go whatever direction. When will the next bull market really starts to kick in? We're not worried about that right now because we know these are just opportunities to buy these low level prices. Bear market areas. Just coming out of the bull market of 2025. Now we're at 2026. Taking advantage of the various opportunities. A lot of these coins people were buying when they were in green. Now they're beat down. Nobody wants to touch it. Celestia, down 86%. Sandbox. A lot of these coins people were loving. They were loving them when the price was high. Now the price is dirt cheap. Nobody want to buy the discount. Nobody wants to buy the discounts. Helium Network, Gallup Coin. Say they love gaming coins. ZBet Network is standing tall. One of the only coins that is green amongst a host of a red sea. Real. Ranked number 132. See what's going on with this coin. Over the past year, it is up a lot. You talking about 10x? The real link. Super Jermaine, what's going on, my guy? He say dollar cost average, man. Don't even worry about the volatility if you DCA. If you understand the power of DCA, we're not worried about the volatility. Little the bodyguard, what's going on with you, boy? He say, you ready for that wee bull pump? Man, I'm locked and loaded on that wee bull pump, Brody. I am locked and loaded. I'm hoping that it do similar to what Robinhood did. I got into Robinhood about $18, $19, and you know where Robinhood is right now and where Robinhood did go. Oh, man, not a lot. Just kicking back, enjoying the evening, man. Looking at these doggone markets, man, trying to navigate and find me some great entry points. That's it, and that's all. Getting ready for 2027, 2028, 2029. Making sure my portfolio is solid with some great plays. My position is good. Look at this doggone thing. 2025. and then we do a 10x. $4 million market cap. Now we at $101 million market cap. That's a 25x. Pump swap, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of new coins out there. A lot of new opportunities out there. He said, come on out here in Thailand, DCAing. Man, they say Thailand, you can definitely DCA out there in Thailand. Trying to get my weight up, dollar cost average. Take me a trip to one of these countries, kick back, enjoy the culture, get away from the States for a minute. Yeah, but everything is beat down. Story IP, sheesh. Super Jermaine said he out there having fun. The DCA is real, boy. I'll never forget a buddy of mine. He was in the military. He come back with a bunch of stories, man, about the different countries. He said, man, if you ever get a chance to go to Thailand, he said, boy, you go to Thailand with a 12-pack of Coca-Cola or a bag full of tissue, boy, you the man out there. Don't know how it is now, but he said, boy, we live like a king. I said, what? What is tip euro? Number 180. 15 cents was 2 cents about a year ago. Okay, not bad. He says it's his second time he been out here. He said it's cool. Yeah, they say the cost of living is extremely low out there. Take a look at Ethereum. Everybody's waiting for Ethereum to make a move. Look at the top from 2021. Well, we hit 4,800, 4,900. Look at the top from 2025. Everything's even. Ethereum has yet to break out. Haven't heard a lot from, what's the owner, the developer from Ethereum. Haven't heard a lot from that guy lately. What's his name? Vitalik. Have not heard a lot from Vitalik in a while. Solana need to go ahead and go to $3,500. He said, just in, the Trump extends the United States-Iran ceasefire indefinitely. Bitcoin rips to 78K. Ethereum back above $2,300. Peace equal risk on. Yep, we're also heading into the weekend. The weekend in crypto has not been getting along. So what will the markets do this coming weekend? You take a look over the past month. end of March, Ethereum below $2,000. Last week we got to almost 2,500 bucks. So when it happens very fast. Nobody's going to see it coming when the rips start. Nobody's going to expect it. Just like when the crashes come, nobody expected that. Ten 2025. Ethereum went from $4,700 all the way down to 3,700. I thought it went lower than that. I thought it went lower than that. But that was a wild and wacky day. If anybody remember that day, October 10th, that was a very scary day. I think that's probably one of the most scariest days I've had in cryptocurrency. We were buying, and buying, but we were buying and was still scared. We like, damn. But let me go ahead and buy these dips. He said, man, I'm tired of been holding XRP for 5 years now. Averaged in at 62 cents. Yeah, cryptocurrency or where you out. That's why it's so important to take profits. If you take profits, you could breathe a little bit. You could breathe a little better, but you can't hold on forever. You can't hold these coins forever. Eventually, you have to sell. Otherwise, you'll get tired. Like my man Super Jermaine. He said, man, I'm tired. Been holding XRP for, how long you say you've been holding? 5 years? Shit, 4 years is a cycle. So shit, that will wear you out. Holding that thing for that long. But, it's all about the experience that we are able to attain. We're able to get great experience. So once we take that experience, now Super Jermaine said he been holding it for 5 years. Shit, I think Super Jermaine, no, that was Lord Black. Lord Black video said he been in it since 2015, but sometimes it take 2-3 cycles to get it right. Take 2-3 cycles for you to really learn, for you to really get it and say, you know what? I should have took profits here. I should have took profits there. Why am I holding on for this thing forever? Why did I get married to these plays? Why did I get married to this portfolio? The whole goal was to buy low, run it up, and make money. But what did I do? I bought low, ran it up, and didn't sell. Come on now. Now we learning. Now we getting the experience. Bumped our head a few times, fool me once, shame on you type stuff. So now we are preparing and looking forward to the next time the market explodes, whether it's 2017, the year before the Bitcoin halving, or 2027 or 2028, the year of the next Bitcoin halving. Imagine how we sold in 2024, the year of the Bitcoin halving, when altcoins were exploding. I'm talking about my altcoins were ripping. Q1 2024. Goodness. But live and learn. Live and learn. I think a lot of people got that live and learn mentality. The next time we see some great pumps, whether it's 2027, 2028, going to be a lot of folks selling. And it's going to be a lot of folks new getting into the market. It's going to be a lot of newbies. And we will be the ones letting them hold our bags. We're going to say, you get some extra liquidity. You get some extra liquidity. Because we had to get extra liquidity for years. Them days are over. So that is what the market has taught us. Those are some of the things that we have learned. Take a look at XRP. Over the past year, XRP is down 36-40%. We talking about trading sideways, $1.40, $1.41, $1.30. Trading sideways since February, $1.21. Trading sideways. But then when it hit $3, people will be looking back saying, damn, I could have bought it when it was $1.20. Here we go here. 2024. The whole year 2024, Bitcoin trading sideways at 50 cents. Everybody talking bad, joking. XRP is a stable coin. And what happened? October 2024, November 2024, elections came. You talking about $3.30 XRP? That's what happened. People did a 6-7x in XRP. Now it's back down to $1.41. 5x from $1.41 looked like $7. Can XRP hit $7? Can XRP hit $7? XRP touched all-time highs from previous cycle. Ethereum touched all-time highs from previous cycle. A lot of coins. Solana touched all-time highs from previous cycle. They just didn't explode. They just didn't break and go parabolic past their all-time highs like we were expecting it to do. But soon and very soon, this is going to happen. He says tricky though because I had Solana averaged in at $20. Then I sold it at $60. Then it goes to like $250 again. You just never know. But one of the things that we know better now, we understand a little bit more about the cycle. 550 days before the Bitcoin halving, the best time to buy. 500 days after the Bitcoin halving, you better be getting ready to get up out of there. So, taking that understanding that we have learned from looking at the previous cycles and cycles, you'd have sold that doggone Solana. You'd have held it to 500 days after the Bitcoin halving and would have hit that doggone target a little better than selling at 60. So that is what I am preparing and planning for this time. Like I said, all I got to do is get it right once. If I'd have got it right in 2024, got up out of there, we would have been okay. But it's a process. Patience is very important. Nobody is going to get an A+ when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's kind of like hitting the doggone lottery. But this past week has been great for Bitcoin. We did see $73,000 a few days ago, but since then, we have been on a nice move to the upside, especially since yesterday. Hit $79,000 earlier today, $79,400 earlier today. You have to click the sell button. You cannot make profits if you don't sell. The crazy part about it, it's easier to buy than it is to sell. Ain't that crazy? I never have a problem buying. I never have a problem buying. But selling, man, because you think it's going to continue to go up. You think the price is going to continue to go up? Like when we were in XCN, we were in Turbo Coin, we were in Jasmine Coin. You're in the heat of the moment. You think that thing going to continue to go up. But you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined and um, trust the process. You got to understand a little bit about what's going on. So that is what we have been doing. We've been kind of trusting the process a little bit more this time, understanding what's going on a little bit better. And that is where we win. That is where we win. But like I said, we're still early. We are still early, and we still have a lot of time to make some great moves. That's why I'm watching the market, especially watching the stock market. Been looking at S&P 500, looking at the Dow Jones, teetering, making new all-time highs. The S&P 500 is doing great things. The Russell 2000 is doing great things. But like my man Super Jermaine say, you gotta click the sell button. If you don't sell, you cannot realize your profits. I don't care. Yeah, you may have bought something at $1 and it ran up to $50, but if you didn't sell and it came back down to $3, we've heard the stories of people talk about how they made thousands and thousands of dollars, but they didn't sell. 2021, we made a lot of profits. We didn't sell properly, and now we have nothing but stories. 2024, 2025 kind of got caught in a similar situation. Did do a little bit better, did sell a little bit, but didn't get it right. That's why I say 2028, 2029, 500 days before, 500 days after the Bitcoin halving, will the magnifying glasses will come out. Have to start paying better attention. We've all made great gains. We've all made profits on paper. But did you sell? Very easy to buy, but selling is a MF. Almost hit $80,000 today. We got rejected. We got rejected at $79,400. So that's our resistance level. Resistance level is $80,000. Now, what is going to happen when Bitcoin break that resistance level? Bitcoin get $81,500, get well above that resistance level, and who knows what could happen after that. We're at $77,000, just below $78,000, but we understand how powerful Bitcoin is. Any particular time, we know Bitcoin can run up $3, 4, 5, $8,000. He said my XRP did a 7x and I didn't sell anything. Welcome to the club. We were expecting it to continue to run up. But from our experiences, we learn it is always the right thing to do to take profits. You take profits, play with the house money, you feel a lot better. But that is where greed gets the best of us. Greed gets the best of us, and we'll think that we are the smartest in the room. We'll think we know what the hell we're doing. Look up 30 days later and say, damn, you mean I had $12,000 in that account? Now I got $800? God. Whew, man. Man, that's all I can say. If you know, you know. But we're not going to cry over spilled milk. We're just going to make sure we don't spill the milk again next time. The next time the Bitcoin halving comes, we're going to make sure that we're doing the right thing. Right strategies are being implemented. Profits are taken accordingly. Very important. We don't want to see a coin do a 7x again and 2029 we talking about we did a 7x and didn't sell. Fool me once, shame on you. In 2030 we don't want to be sitting here saying I did a 7x and I didn't sell. We don't want to say, oh, I did a 5x but I didn't sell. No, those days are over. When you know better, you do better. And we know a little better now because of the time that we have been in the market. The things that we have learned from our time in the market is going to do us great service. CEO. Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor is super confident in Bitcoin. You cannot teach experience. That's the best teacher. The best teacher is experience. I'm super fly. He says it's funny to see how many people are still bearish. Funny to see how many people are still bearish. Bitcoin has broken out of a descending, broadening wedge, thereby breaking the downtrend that had been in place over 7 months. And altcoins are going to follow. Altcoins always follow Bitcoin. Says the CME gap somewhere near $84,000. Be nice to touch 80. 81, break that $80,000 resistance. You say big players like Strategy and BlackRock are stacking aggressively, no doubt, with over 20 million Bitcoin already mined and new supply slowing down. Their accumulation stands out more than ever. Yeah, supply shock is going to be a real thing. There's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be around. These guys are quietly buying up all of the Bitcoin. Soon and very soon, you're not going to be able to have one whole Bitcoin. These guys understand what supply and demand means. You buy up all the supply and there's still demand for it, price is going to go sky high. Price is going to go sky high. They say, you know what? I know that Bitcoin is only worth $200,000, but I'll give you $400,000 for it. Economics 101. He said there's still deep liquidity, billions in daily volume, and easy access for anyone. Whether you're buying small amounts or going through ETFs, the market is still very much open. So he said it's not like Bitcoin suddenly became unavailable. It's going to get interesting. They were talking about that a lot during the Bitcoin halving. They start to talk about the supply shock. They start to talk about how the amount of Bitcoins mined will get reduced and cut in half. They start to talk about the scarcity of Bitcoin. And those narratives always push the price up when people really get to understanding the reality of how scarce this asset really is. Unlike gold or any other asset, you can't turn the Bitcoin printers on like you can do the fiat, like you can do the dollar. The dollar is unlimited. You could turn the money printers on and print up another billion if you wanted to. You can't turn the Bitcoin miners on and say, you know what? Let me mine another 21 million. You can't do that. You cannot do that. That's why the value of Bitcoin is so unique. That's why they say it's a store of value. Can you imagine next 10 years what the value of one Bitcoin will be in 2036? Imagine the price of Bitcoin in 2036. 10 years from now. Time goes by very quick. 5 years from now, we're talking about 2031. Life changing if you get it right. It's about 5 years. You sit in college for 4 years, 5 years, and come out broke or in debt. A lot of red. Still got opportunities out there. A lot of reds. A lot of red. Dog with hat. IOTA. This coin been around for a while. I was buying IOTA on Binance in 2018. Shit, I almost been in crypto for 10 years. Goodness. Time go by quick. One cycle is 4 years. So you been around for 2 cycles. That's 8, 10 years. I'm going to get it right this time for sure. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm so excited about this upcoming cycle. Because I know all I got to do is get it right once. I know I get it right once, and everything will be okay. A lot of people are trying to figure out, will we go below $60,000 this year? A lot of people are trying to figure out, will we dip to the $50,000 ranges? Is this just a temporary pump? Is this just a temporary relief rally to get us all reeled in to fool us? Do you think the market's going to go back below $60,000 this year? Or do you think $60,000 was the bottom? That is the question of the hour. Few more days, we'll close out the week, then we'll be going into the weekend. We know the weekends in cryptocurrency have not been doing well together. So we're going to see how everything plays out. But like I said, we had an awesome pump today, getting $79,000 for Bitcoin. Stock market's been doing very well. $49,304 for the Dow Jones, down 364 points on the day. Tesla doing well. QuantumScape doing its thing. Had a couple of nice pumps today. Tesla down 2% in the after hours. Over the past month, over the past 6 months, even Tesla's beat down. Was $488 the end of 2025. Now we're down to $387 per Tesla. So opportunities are all around. Opportunities are all around. 59, we're still at neutral. Did hit a little bit of a greed earlier today. But we're going to see how things play out. You say AI coins might be the next trend. I don't think there's a might to it. I think AI coins are going to be ones that take over. Bit and Sword Tao and Virtuous Protocol, definitely two of the most popular coins. Ranked 123. That's the Ape and Pepe. Pepe. Show fell off today. Over the past month, Market cap $270 million market cap. It's not even on any large platform. I don't know how these coins be getting to these levels. Tiger Prime. Dougie Fresh, what's going on, man? He say Pumpcade. I've been watching Pumpcade. I think I saw it over there on Moonshot. He say, what is post chain? Super Hex Win, what's going on, brother? George St. Martin say ZBet Network is doing the dang thing. ZBet Network is holding its own for sure. What is post chain? You must have saw post chain somewhere on here. Nope. Yeah, but there's so many coins out there. Let's see what the post chain looking like. Where can you buy this at? I don't even see. And this is the number 5,164. No liquidity in this coin. Said it's ranked one. Wow. I like Pendle though. I think Pendle's gonna do well. It's gonna recover well. Pendle was just at $1, just at 90 cents earlier in the month. See, that's why I say this. You look at these levels right here. That's them low levels, man. I think these are the bottoms right here. $1 for Pendle. These are the bottoms. Pendle had hit about $6, man, in 2025. We talking about $1 or 90 cents. You know, we got into Pendle when it was about a nickel, so we made awesome returns on Pendle. You zoom out, look at this doggone thing. That's beautiful. We bonded in 2022. And then you take a look at 2025, 2024. I mean, Pendle was doing great. 2024, the year of the Bitcoin halving. 2025, the year after the Bitcoin halving. Great performances. Why you think we are being so patient right now? Why you think that it's very important for us to sit around and be patient and wait for 2028, the next Bitcoin halving? Why? Because we've seen cycles. We've seen trends. We have learned experience, like the young man said. You cannot teach experience. But having time in the market, these are some of the things that you learn. These are some of the experiences that you can gain and will gain if you understand and trust the process. If you understand and pay attention to the trends. Very important. So that's why we are expecting to get it right. Expecting to see our portfolios perform well. Doug say Checks is also in recovery mode. The coin has been around a while. which checks. Look, whenever I see a coin and there's so many coins with the same ticker symbol, that's a red flag for me. That is a red flag for me. $22 million market cap in 2024. Got the 68 cent. You're at a penny right now. What did it, what it, oh, 2025. It pumped January 2025, but what did it do in October 2025? It didn't do too good at all. So these are some of the things we pay attention to. These are some of the things that really give us great information. How come it didn't pump in October 25 when that was the top of the market? Take a look at some of the markets that it's on, and as you can see, there's not a lot of visibility for this particular coin. This is how I do my part of my coin analysis when I'm taking a look at coins and deciding is it or is it not a coin that will be a great fit for my portfolio. Because I only need winners. I need winners in my portfolio. I really don't have time to be playing around with a lot of coins that is not going to help my portfolio win. I got to get it right this cycle. I've been in this market since 2018, maybe late 2017. Next year be 10 years for me. That's a long freaking time, man. I got to get it right. I got to get it right. We got to get it right. We're going to get it right together. We're going to get it right together. I'm pretty confident this time. Pretty confident that we are going to knock it out the puzzart, man. We're going to knock it out the park. We've been waiting for a long time, and I think we're going to have a great performance coming up. I think we're going to perform well. Josh Smith, what's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Stock Holiday call-in hotline, man. I got the call-in hotline on deck, man. If y'all want to call in, we could chop it up. Got the call-in hotline going on. Wow. Actually, they done wiped out. Okay, I got to add some more. Okay. That's interesting. Pendle. We was looking at Pendle. Pendle, great coin. Great coin in my opinion. I think this coin is going to have an awesome recovery. I think this coin is going to have an awesome recovery. He say Pendle looks like it found its floor. Yeah, everybody loves ZBet Network. Everybody loves ZBet Network. He say XRP and ZBet Network. Josh Smith said he running with those coins. I think XRP is going to be one of those coins that really shocked the world like it did in 2024 when it went from 50 cents all the way to $3.25 overnight. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard and going to catch a lot of people by surprise. So that is something that we are watching, something we're going to continue to pay attention to. Every cycle there's always a coin that really catch folks by surprise. There was a stock that I bought, or that I bought early. I bought it at $98, and I was holding it for months. The stock wouldn't move. Micron, MU. It wouldn't move. I said, man, let me sell this stuff and get into some stocks that's moving. Soon as I sold it, it started to run up. That thing is, it's about $400 something right now. I'm ticked off. I am ticked off. See what the price of that stock is. Micron. It's at $487. I sold it at $98. Pissed off. Talking about a 5x. I just let slip out of my hand. Not having enough patience. Yep, I sold it. Yeah, about a year ago, about $98. February 2025, I dumped it because I was holding it for hella long, and it just wasn't doing nothing. Kicked myself, and then in Liberation Day, that thing got to $60. Got to $60. Almost a 10x, bro. Come on, man. Almost a 10 effing X. And I'm still debating right now. I'm like, man, should I get back in this thing? Look at that. You know, this thing is competing with NVIDIA and the like in the AI. We're talking about the microchips. Market cap, $549 billion market cap. $500 billion market cap. When I got in, it was like $100 billion market cap, something like that. Kick myself. God dang it. So a $500 billion market, $500 billion market cap. You take a look at NVIDIA's market cap, $5 trillion market cap. So it still has a long ways to get to NVIDIA. I remember when NVIDIA hit a $1 trillion market cap. People was like, damn, $1 trillion? Now that thing at $5 trillion. So at least I still got skin in the game. I got a nice bag of NVIDIA, nice bag of Tesla. But that Micron really irritates me that I effed that one up. NVIDIA did get to 160 last month. Now we're at 202. V-shaped curve. V-shaped curve. All-time highs is very close to breaking, making new all-time highs. Look at that curve. That's a beauty. That is a thing of beauty. 2022, you're talking about $10. Patience. Holding it for 4 years. 20x. $10 to $200. Quantum Skate. Holding this one too. This one, ooh, look at the after hours. Whoa, I didn't know that. This thing up 18% in the freaking after hours. Wow. Shut the heck up. Good Lord. Look at this. This is where patience comes into play. Whew. Been making a lot of profits in this play. I buy this thing low, run it up, and then I sell it, and it come back down. I buy it again. Been rinsing and repeating in this play for years. Let's take a look. June 2025, this thing was at $4. July 2025, it went to $15. Came back down $8, and boom. Then it hit about $20 in 2025, and now we back at $7. Was $6 a couple of weeks ago. Now we're about $9. So patience. We just seen having patience in plays like NVIDIA. Very important. We just seen having patience in stocks like Micron. Patience, man. You find a good play. You show some patience. You understand what part of the cycle that we're in, And you'd be surprised, man. Portfolios can do some amazing things. We talking about a $4.4 billion market cap. Very low market cap. QuantumScape is focusing on commercialization with new leadership while preparing for its upcoming Q1 earnings report. Despite some revenue generation, the company continues to face significant cash burn and operational risks as it transitions from research to production. Great coins out there, great stocks out there. Talking about Meta, Facebook. We're talking about Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Alphabet, Apple, Tesla. See my list. That's my list. Micron, microchip. There's a lot of dinero out there to be made. A lot of dinero out there to be made. You get it right, show a little bit of patience, understand where the bottom is, and ride that thing up. Try to figure out where the top is. And like the young man said, you have to sell to take profit. If you don't sell, you ain't made nothing. Like they say, you might be in a loss, but if you ain't sell, you ain't lost nothing. I don't like that theory. Because I know some altcoins not going to recover. So if you lost in some of these altcoins, it's a wrap. Stock market's a little different, but there's also some stocks out there that if you took some L's, they might not come back. So it's very important to take profits. Zbit Network seems to be a crowd favorite. Definitely going to be exciting to see where that play gets up to, especially as altcoins or when altcoins really start to rebound and recover. Well, what will plays like Zbit Network do? It's looking good so far. It's looking good so far. Up 300% just about over the past year, while most other coins are down. That is a very positive sign for Zbit Network. Up almost 300%, while other coins are down 73%, 80%, 74%. So yes, Zbit Network is that dude. Zbit Network is that guy. Based upon what it has been showing, based upon what we are witnessing. Not what they're telling us, but what is really happening. You got coins like Jasmine Coin, Compound, Onyx Coin, Injective. These are some great coins, but what is it telling us? Zbit Network seems to be a little bit better. The momentum for Zbit Network seems to be a lot stronger than most of the other altcoins, even my favorite Pendle. So this is why we really focus and place eyes on Zbit Network. Now, some of these other coins, very speculative, very volatile coins. You take a look at this coin. Number 220, Undead Games. I've never heard of it, but that don't mean that it can't still scale up. The visibility is low. It's not on any large cap not on any large cryptocurrency exchanges. So the visibility is not the best for a coin like Undead Games. I guess it's a gaming coin. Market cap is low, $177 million market cap. This coin been around since 2024. Came out about 70 cents. Oh, came out about 15 cents. It ran up to $1.80. Where is it at right now? $1.80. 2025, it came down to 10 cents. It was super flat. 10 cents. And that thing at $1.70 right now, $1.80. So you buying it at 10 cents, that's a 17x, 18x. Boom, a flat line right here. 10, 10.25, $1.16. Then it ran up. Hit the top of $3 in December 2025. Now we're back at 178. Find you a good decentralized cryptocurrency exchange. You might be able to get into a play like this, but I am really playing it safe. ZBet Network is a safe play, in my opinion. Fun Smart Chain. See what this coin, I don't know what this is about. Get up out of there. But those are the coins that's showing green over the past year. But the most solid coin is ZBet Network. Other coins very speculative. He said, don't forget about NVIDIA did a stock split in 2024. You're right. Informational uncovered. You ain't lying. You do have a stock split when the price was scaling up. And that's the same thing happened with Tesla. The price was getting so high, they did a stock split so they wouldn't scare a lot of investors away. Cut the price down, split the stock, make the price look a little bit more attainable is what occurred. Yeah, so stock market all-time high. Bitcoin is nowhere near the all-time high. The Russell 2000 is looking good also. So we could see some momentum start to happen. We could see some momentum starting to happen. Yeah, Bitcoin is holding very strong, 77,900. Did see $79,000 earlier today. Tomorrow's Thursday. We could see another pump tomorrow. Will we go over $80,000 to that tomorrow? We did test it today. Will April continue to prove bullish? What will May look like? Is it really going to be a sell in May type situation? Should we really sell in May and go away? I know one thing, man. I was watching my portfolio today. Yesterday, I was like, "Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes me happy. This is what put a smile on my face. I see my portfolio going up. I'm saying, okay, okay. Bugatti, what's going on with you boys? Say big stock. What up, man? What about Sui? It's the baby Solana. Yeah, Sui. Sui is that dude also. Remember when everybody was talking about Solana, running from Solana? Didn't want to buy Solana when it was $9. SUI came out 2023, about 69 cents. We did hit 45 cent 2023. 2024, year the Bitcoin halving, SUI was still 60 cents. 2024 elections came, SUI got to about $5. April 2025, $1.93. And we really didn't hit super highs. We did hit another $4 in July 2025. And after that, SUI has just been sliding and bleeding right along with the rest of the market. 87 cent SUI on March 31st. We're at 93 cent right now. We were just looking at a lot of the other coins. This red, these bottoms, these sideways movements and motions. Market cap for SUI, you're talking about $3.7 billion market cap. Number 26. Can we get back to $5? $5, that'll give us a clean 5x. Nothing wrong with a 5x. Can it break its all-time high and get to maybe $8, $10? Can it double its previous all-time high and get to $10? Can we do a 10x on SUI? Can we do a 10x on SUI? 10x will place us at about a $40 billion market cap. We're not talking about next week. We're not talking about 3 months. We're talking about 2028, 2029. Can SUI get to $8, $10? These are the things that we are taking a look at. Getting the opportunities and finding these things right now while the markets are low. While there's still fear in the market, SUI is beat down right now. We're talking about the fear and greed index being at 59, the fear and greed index being at 60. And these altcoins are still down in a major way. So imagine once the altcoins start to have a little bit of a pump. Imagine once the Bitcoin dominance really start to slide. Bitcoin dominance right now is 60.1%. Imagine once the Bitcoin dominance get to like 56%. That's when your altcoins are really going to start to have a breakout. That's when you're going to be looking back on days like February 2026 and be like, whew, you mean I could have got XRP at $1.20? You mean I could have got SUI at 70 cents, 75 cents? Discounts. Solana sitting at $86 right now. So this is definitely a great time to be in the market. A lot of good opportunities out there while these prices are very low. We look at the crypto bubbles and things that Jasmine's down 60%. Floki Inu down 50%. Story IP down 86%. Ethereum name service down 62%. Some great coins and some great discounts are out there. So we're going to continue to watch these markets. We're going to continue to get ourselves in proper position. Continue to watch these markets because we know it's so volatile. One day it might be up. 1 month it might be up. The next month we might be back down. Who knows what May will be delivering to us. Everybody always say sell in May and go away. But what's going to happen this year, 2026. We have been already down 6, 7 months straight. Finally get a little bit of a breather in the month of April. What will May look like? Will we only get a 1 month breather and that's it? These are some of the questions we have to ask ourselves as we continue to navigate through the cycle. We're still in the cycle. We're just moving along and navigating through the cycle. Are you going to dominate this cycle? Or are you going to sit there and watch this cycle pass you by? Opportunities are all over. Big Mouth Rob, what's going on, brother? You say term finance went parabolic. Let's take a look at term finance because there's always going to be some coins out there. It's always going to be some term finance. Okay, maybe it's on this deck screener or something. Always going to be some coins out there that really pump and go parabolic. And when they do, you got to take profits. You got to sell. Because you never know when it's going to come down. All it takes is for a few people to start to take profits. A couple of heavy bags start to move and everybody be out of there before you know it. Doggone walls get to caving in. The roofs get to collapsing on you. Oh, so I'm cracking. Okay. Yeah, but there's definitely some great opportunities out there. All right, let's take a look at 200. ZBet Network is number 103. Up 12%, up 15% on the week. Spark, $135 million market cap. Market cap was $57 million market cap 4 days ago. It's on COINBASE, it's on Binance. See, I love the coins that got great visibility. I don't think it's not on Robinhood. But this coin been around, brand new coin. Been around for about a year. Came out June 2025. I think it did top at about $200 million market cap. Now we're 135. Look at the price, 17 cents. Is the top July 2025. Now we're at 5 cents. We was at 2 cents a few days ago, a week ago. This is how fast things move in cryptocurrency. You go from 2 cents to 20 cents real quick. That's a 10x. 2 cents to 20 cents. You could do that real quick. 2 cents to 6 cents. You can do that real quick. Get into a coin like Spark, some COINBASE, Binance, and whatever other platforms. A lot of eyes on it, a lot of accessibility, and boom, before you know it, this thing could be spitting out multipliers. So there's still a lot of great coins out there, a lot of great discounts. Make sure your portfolio is situated. Whatever decisions it is that you're making, some people are sitting on the sideline right now. They're waiting and expecting for the market to have another crash, have another dip, then they'll get in. I get it. I get it. We have been having a lot of quote unquote red days, red months. So it'll definitely have you panicking, definitely have you paranoid, PTSD. When will the next Black Swan event happen? A lot of people are on the sideline, they're panicking. They're nervous and they are worried, and I get it. But soon and very soon, you're going to have to put on your big boy pants and make a decision. You're going to have to make a move. You're going to have to make a decision for sure. But $80,000 resistance level is where Bitcoin is right now. But it's always interesting to see how the markets are over a year period. Over the month, don't look so bad. Actually, it looks great. This past month, we know the month of April have been very decent. Still got coins like Helium Network negative. That's a bummer. A month that is green and bullish, and Story IP down 19%. Tailcoin, Onyx Coin down 10%. Aerodrome Finance up 21%. These are some of the things that we like to see. Some of the things that we like to see. Over the past week, yeah, this month of April been decent. Nothing to write home to. Nothing to write home about, but definitely better than what we were seeing in the months prior to April. February, we understand, was horrible. February was disastrous. So, what will the next month look like? If April turns out to be our first month that we've seen, our first green month that we've seen since October, maybe? Let's see, what did we start off the month of April? Month of April. So April, we start off, we was at $68,000 in April. We're at $78,000. This will probably be our first green month. This will probably be our first green month. So is this something that we'll continue to see? Is this a trend that we will continue to see? Well, we did see a trend of consecutive red months. Are we and should we be expecting to see continuous green months. Why not? Don't get so caught up in expecting doom and gloom. Sometimes we really get caught up in expecting the worst. It's easy to get caught up and said, oh, we're going to go down. It's easy to be negative. But what if? What if we get a 2 month, 3 month run, green months? Why not? We had 6, 7 months of red months. So why we can't get 3 months of green? We can. Nobody will probably expect it. Nobody expect that. Because everybody is saying selling man go away. Everybody's saying, yeah, we're going to hit $82,000 and then we're going to come back down and get below $60,000. We got a new Fed chairman coming in. Donald Trump's right-hand man is the new Fed chairman. Brother David, what's going on, man? He say my portfolio more than doubled since the 5th of February. That's what the hell I'm talking about. Shouts out to my man David. He was understanding the assignment and trusting the process. When the markets dipped, Bitcoin dipped $60,000, Ethereum dipped down very low, the altcoins got obliterated. People were panicking. People were saying the sky is getting ready to fall out. People were selling as the market was crashing, doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, doing the opposite of what we have learned is the right thing to do. Well, that is where experience comes into play. That is where time in the market comes into play. We've seen it before. We got a little bit of the experience. We know what to do when we see certain situations. We know what to do when we see market volatility. Why? Because we already experienced it. Whether it was 2025, 2022, 2023. We've experienced it. So now when we see it again, we know how to properly react. We know what type of moves to make. We know when there's extreme fear, we know what to do. When there's extreme greed, we know what to do. So this is how we will continue to dominate. This is how we will continue to dominate the market. Whether it's a bull market, you got to learn how to dominate a bull market. Whether it's a bear market, we will continue to dominate both markets. Just like the young man said, dollar cost averaging. In February, he was dominating the bear market. That was the bear market. That's when everybody was running, when everybody was scared. What was my man David doing? Dominating the bear market. What is he doing now? His portfolio's doubled in a couple of months. Understanding the assignment, trusting the process is how you scale up, is how you make profits, which is why we're all here. Like the young man said, Coach, I'm tired of renting. I want to buy me a condo. Well, we're all in cryptocurrency for a multitude of different reasons. Young man said he want to buy him a condo. Somebody else said they want to eliminate debt. Somebody else said they want to pay off their mortgage. Cryptocurrency, you get it right, you're talking about multipliers. His portfolio doubled in 60 days. Your portfolio doubled in 60 days? Welcome to cryptocurrency. That is what can happen. He said PEAQ is holding steady. I don't have no skin in the game in PEAQ. Let's take a look, see what's going on. Number 526, $32 million market cap. Some crypto.com, huh? Okay. Ethereum based on the Ethereum blockchain. Over the past month, it's down 16%. It did have a great pump in March. Got to almost 2 cents. See what's going on with this play. So this play did a excellent pump into 2024 during the election. And then after that, it's just been bleeding out. So will this play ever recover? Will this play ever recover? $429 million market cap, now with $32 million market cap. If it gets back to $300 million market cap, that is your 10x. That's your 10x. If you can get to a $300 million market cap, worst case, you'll probably get to 150. You get to $150 market cap, that is a 5x. There's nothing wrong with doing a 5x. So that is what I'm looking at when I'm looking at plays like this. Get a quick 5x, get quick 3x, profits will need to be taken. Ethereum is holding idle right now, $2,350. Over the past week, Bitcoin is up 4%, tested $78,000 once again. Bitcoin is the big dog. Bitcoin is the top largest coin in the cryptocurrency family. Oh, Bitcoin is not a cryptocurrency. Shorts liquidated. Yep, definitely looking to see what will happen when a lot of the drama calms down with the ongoing war, these oil issues, oil prices. Once things balance out, it's going to be interesting to see where the market goes, whether it's cryptocurrency or the traditional stock market. We're back at 60. The Fingri index is back in the greed range as Bitcoin continues to approach $78,000 again. It looked like we're about $33 away from $78,000. $1.5 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. Very interesting to see how this thing will play out, especially XRP. XRP is going to shock a lot of people. So we're going to continue to watch how these markets play out. Appreciate you guys for always rocking with your boy Stock Holiday. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy Stock Holiday. And I'm out.